Some of you may have noticed that Sora in Cage 2 and Sora in Cage 3 are a bit different, and to me it's not overly much of a positive difference. I feel like in Cage 2 Sora stands up for himself a little bit more, talks back, is not so afraid to say what he means, and overall seems a bit more tough, if that's the right word to describe it, because this also involves Sora's reactions to shitty situations. I have an example from Cage 2 on screen right now, and you can see right here, they're all surrounded and he's barely keeping himself from not giving up, but that's the key, no pun intended. He is keeping himself together and not giving up regardless. In Cage 3 here, it all seems really different since Sora straight up seems to have completely given up, literally drops to the floor and has a full-on mental breakdown. Now we know Riku saves his ass and talks some sense into him, but in Cage 3, it seems like it's harder for him to get back up and keep moving. I also gotta mention his comments in Cage 2. Some examples are when he talks to Pete, clearly mocking him, or when he defeats Dimix, being all like,
"Anyone from the organization who'd like to be next?"
Also, one of my favorite scenes is here when he talks to Xigbar and just goes, "You gonna cry?" This is what I mean. He has some edge to him. Like, he's not your typical edgy teenager. He just seems like he's a bit more blunt with his comments and likes making fun of his enemies, which we kinda see in Cage 3, but I feel like on a much lighter scale, if that makes sense. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far, please make sure to annihilate that subscribe button, as I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas, because only 1% of my viewers are actually subscribed. And I can't forget one of my favorite lines when they're all in Disney Castle and Maleficent shows up. What does Sora say to this?
"What a hag."
He also seems a little bit more confrontational, as seen in this scene in the Land of Dragons, where they're all in this line and he defends Donald, literally fighting all of these soldiers or whatever they are. I don't think that's something that we would see Cage 3 Sora do. Sure, he would defend them, but he wouldn't just jump right in, just get into a full-on fight, I don't think, at least. Now, this one might just be me, if I'm honest, but he also seems more confident in general. Like in Hollow Bastion in Cage 2, when they first show up and he seems like he's literally ready for anything and everything being thrown at him. Like overall, he's more fearless. And also in this scene with Xigbar, he literally screams at him to get out of the way. And I believe this was one of their first encounters with Organization 13 in general. And if we compare this to the interaction back in Cage 1 when he spots some Heartless for one of the first couple times, he's more like, "Oh shit, it's the Heartless," being a bit more careful and a little bit more scared, let's say, unlike here with Xigbar, who, let's be honest, is a bigger threat than a few Heartless. And it's not like he didn't know that the Organization 13 was a threat at this point. They already had the whole conversation with Yen Sid, and he was probably already made aware of the threat that the Organization 13 actually is. Here he's even teasing Xigbar and literally screaming at him, just like I said. He's like, "Get out of my way, bitch!" Okay, maybe not like that, but you get the point. So overall, Cage 2 Sora, unlike Sora in Cage 3, is a bit more, I would not say edgy, but he's a bit more confident, more blunt with his comments, like I said, has less fear, and it seems like while in Cage 3, all of that is still present at times, but from what I can see, it's much less so. With that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Until the next video stream, bye-bye.